I'm coming from Howard Beach. I'm heading out to Huntington, New York, where I'm going to be seeing a movie called Stones and Brian Jones. I should say a documentary about the life and times of Brian Jones, who was a member of the Rolling Stones in the 1960s. Sadly, he passed. He was the first, actually, in fact, of what's called the 27 Club. You know, the famous rock and roll musicians who died at the age of 27 due to, their various excesses. So I'm going to see this, and what I'm going to hope is that the film spends a good amount of time pointing out that he was the guy who really got the Rolling Stones started. He did all the business stuff that he took care of for a long time. So Andrew Luke ultimately the manager took over that. And he was the one who thought of the name, the Rolling Stones. I think one of the places where they were playing, they asked him what the name of the band was. They hadn't talked about the name of the band, but so Brian Jones looks down on the floor and she's a Muddy Waters record with some Rolling Stones blues on it, and that became the name of the band. So that will hopefully be shown. It will also hopefully be shown that he is a very important player on a lot of their biggest hits, like Painted Black, like one I read. It sounds about this film. It sounds like they are going to be mentioning these things, but we'll have to see. And Bill Wyman, I understand, is interviewed for it, so that should be interesting. None of the other Rolling Stones are involved, as far as I know. So those are some of my thoughts going into this. And we'll come back later with more thoughts, and I will add to this what else I have to say after I see the film, and we'll see how I feel then. Okay. This is what I'm going to see today. See any interesting information about it? It's a Magnolia Pictures presentation. Let me see. What else do we need to know? So all the interesting information about this film, and it's going to be showing tonight, November 7th, 7:20, in this theater in Huntington and in select other theaters around. But I think it's going to be officially released on a broader scale on November 17th. So that's something you might want to know. Well, I am now on the train headed from Huntington to Jamaica, and I'm going to be catching a bus to go home to Howard Beach. Like this return trip, and now having seen the film Brian Jones and the Stones, I thought it was a very well done documentary. A lot of things I already knew because I've been a fan of this band for 45 years now, and read a lot of stuff, seen a lot of stuff, but it was still all very well put together and presented nicely. Great to see Bill Wyman in it, and by that I mean a recent interview with Bill was filmed in his home, and he talked about involving the music and how Brian helped with that and gave some very good demonstrations of examples of things that he worked on. And so that was really nice to see. Also, it's a well-presented story. I really enjoyed it, and I think people will enjoy it, especially younger fans. Since now with Hackney Diamonds coming out, I'm sure there's going to be younger people taking interest in the Stones, and this documentary would be one of a few that would be good for them to see, so that they have a sense of the earlier history of the band. So of course recommend, Give Me Shelter and a lot of the other films that have been made of them or about them through the years. And the recent documentaries that were made, making Keith and Ronnie and Charlie and my life as a Rolling Stone. Those are all things that people getting into the Stones today should be watching. Okay. So that's really all that I have to say for the moment. I'm sure once I turn this off, I'll think of other things. But there's also other upcoming streams happening. Not a whole lot of them that I saw. But I'll maybe when I get home, I'll put that together, and I'll mention it. Okay. Over now.